An SNP MSP has been branded a disgrace after saying he would not speak up for any constituent who wanted to keep Scotland in the Union. John Mason also said he would refuse to speak up for the people in his Glasgow Shettleston seat who backed lower taxes or orange marches. The Scottish Tories said that if Mr Mason didn't accept his moral duty to represent voters with diverse views, he should give up politics for good. Mr Mason made the comments on Twitter on Wednesday in a discussion about Orange and Republican marches in which he called for fewer of both. He wrote, "My job is to speak up for those who are suffering from multiple Orange marches." That led to him being asked if didn't speak on behalf of supporters of Orange marches. Ms Mason replied, "I am happy to represent every constituent on issues like housing and to discuss all sorts of issues with constituents. However, I will not be speaking up for constituents who want lower taxes, orange marches, keeping Scotland in the UK, etc. If you are a constituent and have any local or personal issue, I am more than happy to help. How you voted in the referendum or election is irrelevant. However, if you are asking me to support nuclear weapons, then I am afraid I cannot represent you on that. I am happy to represent every constituent on issues like housing and to discuss all sorts of issues with constituents. However, I will not be speaking up for constituents who want lower taxes, orange marches, keeping Scotland in the UK, etc." Thomas Kerr, the leader of the Tory group on Glasgow City Council, said he had been shocked by the MSP's comments. He tweeted, "John Mason tweets very rarely shock me anymore, but this one is ludicrous. As the MSP for Shettleston, you have a duty to represent all your constituents no matter their views, religion or differences. As a local councillor, I may not always agree with people, but I always listen." Glasgow Labour councillor Malcolm Cunning added, "This is a disgraceful tweet from John Mason. It's a central tenet of being an MP, MSP or councillor that you represent and work on behalf of all your constituents. This is the politics of division and a recipe for the balkanisation of our communities." Glasgow Tory MSP Annie Wells said Mr Mason was a disgrace and that if he didn't want to represent pro-union voters he shouldn't be in Parliament. She said, "John Mason is now so far gone that he openly admits to dismissing thousands of his own constituents. As such, they are being democratically denied representation, something that is blatantly unacceptable. If Mr Mason does not want to help such a large chunk of his constituents, he should give up politics for good. I thought all MSPs accept they have a moral duty to assist all people, regardless of their political views. It's shocking." For more on this story, visit the news article link.